Hi everyone, it's Nate Atkins with The Athletic coming to you after another Rams victory, this time 45-17 over the Arizona Cardinals here at State Farm Stadium. And today was as simple as a huge bounce back game after the loss in Carolina, and honestly just a bounce back to the Rams looking like an absolute juggernaut on offense. And honestly, they weren't that far off of that a week ago in Carolina, just overshadowed by the 3 turnovers. But today they showed that when they play a clean game, they're just really hard to stop on any level. Today they piled up 45 points, more than 500 yards. They had their first game as a franchise with 3 passing touchdowns and 3 rushing touchdowns since 2001, according to ESPN Stats and Info. And if you remember, the 2001 Rams offense was known as the greatest show on turf. And maybe that's a lofty bar to compare these Rams to, but I honestly think when they're playing this clean, it starts to be a fair comparison because we know the MVP level that Matthew Stafford is playing at right now, and he made another good case today with 3 touchdowns and no turnovers. But you have a run game that today with Blake Corum and Kyron Williams and even a little bit of Ronnie Rivers went for 249 yards. It's 2 straight weeks that they have averaged over 7 yards a carry. And that's something Stafford's never really played with in his career. And it's just a game changer when you have that, when you can run 40 plays out of 13 personnel. And they go to 5-0 when they run that many plays according to Next Gen Stats. And then you mix in, the acrobatics of Puka Nacua, who was amazing again today with 7 catches for 167 yards in his first 2 touchdown receiving game. Devontae Adams didn't quite get it together in the red zone, even though he got open there, but we know that's there for him. So this offense kind of has everything when the offensive line is protecting Stafford this well and blocking this well. And it's really something they need because the secondary does still have problems. They gave up a huge gain to Michael Wilson, and they're going to have to survive that unit until Quentin Lake gets back. It's just not as disguised as it was before, and there's just going to be holes out there on the perimeter at the moment. But when they can stop the run as they did, when they can get a turnover like they did with Nate Landman, when they can get the pass rush going because they have a big lead from the offense, that's the route the Rams need to take to try to get the number 1 seed, which they currently have control of, but they are tied with the Seahawks, and they'll face them in a couple weeks. It's going to be a really tight race in the NFC West and the NFC. So we'll see next week against the Lions. They can keep it going, but the vibes are back in a good place after last week.